Good morning. It is Sunday morning and it's a little bit later than usual. I get to sleep in on Sundays, but down to work after I get a cup of coffee. Uh, so, and what's the G on uh, the cup for? We'll say it for the OG because the original is back. Um, the mustache is back. That's sounds like a bad B movie, some sort of action film. All right, so I was thinking about because I finished The Girl in the Tree yesterday officially, and thank you, Crystal, for uh, thinking of a way to demark that as I move beyond. We're moving on to War God for recording. Got a really great drum track on that. And I was thinking about, um, because The Girl in the Tree is a very personal, just a piece of outrage and sadness. And I was thinking about points in my life that where I've experienced that senses of loss. And I this week I've talked to, and I texted somebody that came into the studio, but she, due to the job situation, she doesn't drive up from New York City for her voice lessons. But she called me um, about a month ago, and we reconnected, and she's coming back up for a session to continue her work. She was doing a breakup album at first, and hopefully we finish that and then move on to something else. And I think that that is a theme in the idea of loss and creativity. Also, I talked to a gentleman where his greatest loss is that he can never tell anybody about what his greatest loss is. And he told me and then asked me not to share it with anyone. And I am not going to I'm going to share the idea, but I'm certainly not going to tell you who that is. All of us have our points of pain, and we can either use them and say life is not fair, or we can use them creatively and say life isn't fair, and I'm going to show you. Um, the There's a quote about the using negative comments about your creative pursuits to drive you on to greater levels. There's nothing more satisfying than having somebody tell you you can't do it. And I'm not sure I really buy that. That occurred. I had somebody tell me 10, 12 years ago that I was not adequate to the musical tasks, maybe one day. And this person ended up uh, working for me. And the it was somewhat less satisfying than I thought, because you get to know people, you get attached to people, and you realize not only do they, but you say things which are, can be harmful. And so that's why, I try to be careful what I say and what I do, because I want to maximize my positive impact, minimize my negative impact, and to become a better person along the way. I guess that's all of us. All of us are striving to do that in some fashion. Though, based on how some people drive out there, some people are not trying hard enough. All right, some quotes. Um, from Marcel Proust: "We are healed of a suffering only by experiencing it to the full." And Jay-Z: "You can't heal what you don't reveal." So recognizing what your points of pain are, and moving on beyond them, recognizing your knee-jerk reactions that prevent you from doing what you should be doing. And that is usually a creative pursuit, or you have a knee-jerk reaction to someone and it is overblown and you need to rethink that. So dealing with suffering. So tomorrow we'll pick up a brighter topic than that. What do you say? All right. Have a good one. I'm going to get to work. I have another song to work on.